What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update, and it's already a crazy Monday with more people around President Donald Trump testing positive for the virus, including now White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany, and New York City possibly thinking about doing a shutdown. Paris goes into a second shutdown. Let's get right into it. Just don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on new update videos as they come out. Okay, first up, White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany, I always have a fun time pronouncing her last name, says she has also tested positive for the virus. And that just goes to show you that she's now tested positive on Monday, almost a week later after President Donald Trump announced that he was positive five or 6 days. And we're starting to see now more people having tested positive from his inner circle now days later. Here is the current list of known people that have now tested positive for the virus around President Donald Trump. There's at least 12 people in just his known inner circle, and there's more people that were at that meeting for the Supreme Court Justice meeting where there was hundreds of people shown with no masks and standing right next to each other. Hope Hicks is regarded to be the first one who was announced tested positive and could be the person that brought it there, but it doesn't really matter at this point. The important part to know here is that one person can have the virus and go in a public setting and basically spread it to dozens and dozens of people. But as you can see here in this list, there's 3 U.S. senators that have caught it from that place. The president, along with his wife, Melania Trump, the first lady, Hope Hicks, the aide to the president, Kayleigh McEnany, the White House press secretary, Nicholas Luna, assistant to the president, the Trump campaign manager, Bill Stepien, Kellyanne Conway, the former counselor to the president, and also the former governor of New Jersey, and there's still more to come. With that being said, people that have tested negative, along with Vice President Mike Pence and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, also along with Joe Biden, who was at the presidential debate, there's a lot of concern that a lot more of these people might actually test positive even in the next coming days after having been exposed to it days ago, because the test just sometimes takes days for it to actually test positive. Also, along with Nancy Pelosi, who had an in-person meeting with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin just a few days ago. New York City is moving to impose new shutdowns in parts of the city in response to growing outbreaks among the virus, Mayor Bill de Blasio said on Sunday. The city will reverse its reopening in 9 neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Queens, and beginning on Wednesday morning if it receives approval from the state. Non-essential businesses would shut down in those areas. Restaurants would close except for takeout and delivery, and schools in the areas would return to remote-only instruction. These new shutdowns would affect more than 500,000 residents, as well as 100 public schools and 200 private schools. Paris is also starting to go into a partial second shutdown, as we're starting to see this happen now more across the entire world. And the question is, will the United States actually go into more of a full second shutdown and not just New York City? White House Chief of Staff and one of the 2 Republican negotiators, Mark Meadows, says that the president has renewed his push for stimulus, but has some interesting things to say about another stimulus package and another stimulus check. Mark Meadows said on Monday morning the president's committed to getting a stimulus deal done, but he wants to make sure that we're moving expeditiously, but also in a fiscally responsible manner. The president had tweeted in the last 24 hours to work together and get it done regarding the stimulus package. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows on Monday advocated a piecemeal approach to the next round of stimulus aid as top policies in Washington struggle to agree on the details of the next stimulus package. Now, Mark Meadows has always kind of been a wild card, and Nancy Pelosi doesn't really like him at all. In fact, she actually prefers to negotiate with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, who Interestingly enough, some Republicans think that Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin is a closet Democrat. Yep. That's their words, closet Democrat. Like, oh, hey, I'm coming out of the closet. I'm a Democrat. But Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin seem to be closer to a deal now than ever. They're only about $300 billion away from a deal, which is only about 15% of the total amount of the stimulus package. And there's been reports that Nancy Pelosi has sent over documents to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin as a counteroffer to her HEROES Act revised, or her HEROES Act 2.0, that she's actually counteroffering them and lowering her ask of $2.2 trillion. That's the bill that was passed in the House of Representatives, but it didn't get any Republican votes at all. So because no Republicans are going to support it, the Senate's just going to ignore it. There's been reports that Nancy Pelosi has sent over a new revised bill to Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin regarding the new HEROES Act, and could be the actual bill that we see passed into law. We want to hope that Nancy has come down to at least $2 trillion or under. $1.9 trillion would be better, so that the Republicans will actually agree on it. Remember, the Republicans announced their own bill last week, basically to show their cards, just show where they were at the time, which is what Nancy Pelosi has kind of said was why they passed the bill, to show where they were, to show what they were in favor of. There were $2.2 trillion. The Republicans' bill was $1.6 trillion. They could meet in the middle at 1.9. I have a feeling that the Republicans would also be willing to go up to $2 trillion, which is not that far away from $2.2 trillion. President Donald Trump has said in the past that he was willing to go up to $2 trillion, and $2 trillion was his top line. But he's tweeted and said numerous times, not only in just the past few days, but also the past few weeks, that he wants to get more stimulus done and that they need to get a deal done now. And he has said previously that if they don't get a deal done, he'll take it in his own hands and pass the stimulus checks through a presidential executive order. Also, before I forget, I got to show you a comment from one of our viewers, OJ Cole, made this comment to us yesterday. Says, "Hey Jimmy, I wanted to let you know I logged in to the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website, and it gave me the option to add my bank information for future stimulus payments. Remember, if you add your banking information and you get a direct deposit, you will receive your payment much, much faster than if they have to print a check out and send it in the mail. They say that that could take a week or two extra time as opposed to a direct deposit, which their computers just click a button and they send it out to millions of people." So he says, "I logged into the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website, and it gave me the option to add my bank account information for future stimulus payments because I got a physical check last time. I think this might be because a check is imminent and soon, so they've been updating their website for the next check." He says, "And please give a shout out to my wife. She absolutely loves your family, and she's giving birth to our first son next week. So she'd love a shout out from you and a congratulations, my surprise. Her name is Bethany. Thanks, Jimmy. We love you." So, first of all, congratulations, Bethany. I know what it feels like having a 2-year-old son run around. It's a great feeling and also very tiring. But I wish you a lot of success. I wish you a, non-complicated birth, and I just hope that everything goes well for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody else for watching also. We're almost at 250,000 subscribers. We just passed over 30 million views on our channel, which is just amazing to think that millions and millions of people are just watching our family give you guys information. We've put a lot of time and effort into it. I appreciate all you guys watching. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. You guys are amazing. Hopefully soon we'll be at 250,000 subscribers, which is a milestone I never thought that we would be at. So let me show you how to do this so you can update your information for the next stimulus check, which you just seen from his comment that you can update your information now for future stimulus payments. So you want to go to irs.gov/EIP for economic impact payments. So irs.gov/EIP. And you can see this warning here, October 15th, midnight Eastern time deadline to request your economic impact payment. This is from the first payment. If you haven't received it yet, if you did not file a tax return or get your stimulus check yet, there's still up to 9 million people that haven't done this yet. Use the non-filers tool here by October 15th to register for your payment. That is this tool here on the right side. This tool on the left side is the tool that he was talking about, the Get My Payment tool. And as you can see here, in certain situations, Get My Payment will give you the option of providing your bank account information to receive your payment by direct deposit. For example, if your payment was unable to be sent by mail and the post office was unable to deliver it, use the Get My Payment tool to enter your bank account information to get your payment through direct deposit. Okay, so they apparently have now updated this also, that you can provide your bank account information for upcoming stimulus payments. Apparently they have now updated their website so you can do that. So again, that's irs.gov/EIP. I will put a link to this down below in the description of this video. You may have to click the little down arrow next to the title of this video if you're on a mobile phone, or maybe even an iPad if you can't see the description. Click the down arrow next to the title of this video, and it will open up the description, and I will put the link to this down below in there so you can update your bank account information if you want to. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on new information coming out. We have a lot of information that we're going to be seeing this week. Nancy Pelosi has said that she expects to get a deal done by midweek this week. So that is Tuesday through Thursday. So we're within 24 to 48 hours of probably receiving news on if they have come to an agreement or not. And if they have, the House will probably vote on it first, and the Senate will probably vote on it next. Now, the Senate has left right now because 3 people got the virus from that president's White House lawn meeting over the Supreme Court justice. 3 people have gotten the virus, and they closed down immediately. But yet they want the whole United States to stay open. They want children to go to school, but they get 3 people that catch the virus and they close the entire thing down. But the U.S. has gotten over 200,000 deaths and over 7 million cases, but they want the U.S. to continue to stay open. I get it, because it's tough, because small businesses and people want to go to work and want to make a living, and the U.S. hasn't given us enough stimulus to not go to work. So it's just a really tough situation, whether you stay open, close down. Now with New York City possibly closing down 9 different zip codes, we actually might be seeing, U.S. shutdown 2.0. We'll have to see what happens, but the one thing we do know is this virus is not going away, and now that the president has gotten it, and we're starting to see spikes across the country, it's now bringing a new light to the whole virus situation. I know everybody hopes it had gone, but it's not gone yet. So I will keep you guys updated with what's going on with the stimulus, the shutdowns, the president, and all related news in the new upcoming videos. As soon as information comes out, I will update you guys. And you can click on these videos to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 incomes by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.